What's going on, people? It's your boy Golden Ghost, and I want to do something a little bit different right now. I kind of want to go into why even play DOA, why I love DOA so much, and why I'm probably always going to love this game. And this game holds a special place in my heart in terms of a fighting game space. I never really could put into words why I liked this game. There's plenty of other reasons, like why people come to the game, for sex appeal and stuff like that, because the female characters specifically are fucking built like bad bitches and shit, and bad bitches and slender muscular niggas and all type of shit, feel me? But but it's mainly there for for the sex appeal. That was been like the main selling point of this game from the beginning, but I stayed for the gameplay and stuff, bro. And I could never really describe that, bro. The way DOA is set out is different from other 3D fighting games like Virtua Fighter, even Tekken. It's more closer to Virtua Fighter in terms of the button layouts, because you're only really using 2 buttons to attack, but it still feels different in terms of like the free form and how loose it is. And I say loose because that's actually the term that I got from Maximilian when he made a video. That's kind of what birthed this video that I'm making right now, this discussion that I'm making. But the game is loose, and what that means is when the game is tight, everything is really fixed. It's real formulaic, like Mortal Kombat, for example. The newest Mortal Kombat, if you were to do like any sort of combo or do any sort of setup, there's a specific certain amount of buttons you have to press. You have to do a specific combo to lead into a launcher. You have to do a specific combo in the launcher, or else the juggle isn't going to work and you're not going to complete the combo. So what that leads to is everybody knowing 1 or maybe 2 or 3 of the exact same combos. And then if you want to have like special moves, if the game has special moves, there's only certain ways you can do the special moves in the game and stuff like that. DOA has to be one of the loosest games I ever played. And like I said, tightness is when everything is formulaic, so loose is basically the opposite of that. DOA, there's so many options on how you can approach and do like certain like little combos and stuff like that. The only rule that's put in place for you is that the moves have to stun. So from that point being said, your neutral game is loose, because anything that you do that stuns is a viable button for you to press. Literally, it becomes less about frames in the game. It becomes less about frames and becomes more about what you can do in the game, because you're not really worrying about frames and what's punishable by what and what's not punishable by what, because the only thing that you really have to think about is, okay, this isn't safe. This is get throw punish, because games on this game you can you throw punish. You don't fucking you don't punish with strikes and stuff. You don't punish with attacking. When a move is unsafe, you get hit with something unsafe, you just grab them and it's a free punish. And the grabs on this game is like infinitely times harder to break than on the other game. And then on top of having all this free form and basically all this range for a neutral game, you also have juggles for like you see how this fucking Jan Lee is just doing one move. Just doing one move in the sky. That's because it's optimal damage. There's like 5 different ways you can fucking juggle a Jan Lee on this game and do like so much shit. You're seeing it right here. You're seeing like all the different ways you can fucking juggle. You're just seeing like the most viable ways depending on how people play. So it leads to every encounter being different depending on who you play, because everybody's going to have a different combo. Everybody's going to have a different way of getting in. And there are even times, even now when I play, where I see moves I haven't fucking seen before, And just with all that, bro, it's so much to lead that into. And then the special moves on this game, even though even though I despise the meter system in this game. The special moves, you can cancel the special moves on DOA 6 into damn near anything, bro. As long as you get them in the air, you can do a juggle into the little move. There's actually a button that gives you like special move buttons that lead into the fucking, you know, special move, but that's neither here nor there. We're not talking about that. But you launch them in the air, do any type of setup into a the optimal way to do it is a bound, but there's multiple ways to do this shit, you know. And then even then, you can do this shit off neutral. Nothing stopping you from just critical stunning them and then going in, you know, like stunning them with a couple hits, and then they try to go for a counter and then you just do the move right off rip. Nobody stopping you from doing that. And that's actually a effective strategy that nobody take advantage of, because and nobody takes advantage of, because it's not like you can fucking counter the special move unless you know what the special move is going to be. Speaking of countering, that's also another effective way on why I like this, is because you have some sort of way to defend yourself. Yeah, it's kind of like you're playing rock, paper, scissors and stuff, because you have to guess. But it's almost like Killer Instinct at that point, because you have to guess what your opponent is going to do next. And you have multiple tries to, you know, read your opponent and figure out what they're doing. And then you can even low counter. Low counter sometimes is a viable option, because some people like to attack high. And you can give yourself, you can make them lose their turn by low countering. Because low countering stops standing grabs and high strikes. So it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of depth to the whole aspect of the gameplay. Not just the characters, not just the designs, but the gameplay is what kept me around for as long as it did. On DOA 5, the critical burst system is so godlike. You can set up a critical burst in so many different ways. And then you can set up in so many different ways. And then it never even dawned on me that sometimes it's better to not even go for a critical burst. Sometimes it's better to just go for a launcher, because people are going to be looking for the critical burst to come. Especially if you're being very predictable about it. Imagine you spend a whole round going for nothing but critical bursts, and the next round you go for launchers in between them. You're going to give him in a guessing game. He's going to have to respect you for the critical burst. And if he don't respect you, that's when you hit him with the critical burst, and that's like half damage, bro, depending on if you know how to do your combos. There's so many combos in this game. Like, so it's so many different ways to combo in this game. It's not just about you know, being formulaic or anything like that. And there are a lot of other 2D games that are like that too. But for DOA to be my first one, not just my first fighting game, but like the first fighting game that I was actually able to like get deep into and actually understand everything as far as everything that's going on, it really, like, I don't know, it kind of like sets the tone for me. Not to say that I don't like the other games, like Tekken and stuff like that. I still love them. I love them to death. Like, I'm just saying that in this perspective, I can never see myself hating DOA when this is the way the gameplay is. This is the way the depth is set in this game. This basically set the tone for every other fighting game I've ever played, you know? Like, yeah, the bitches are bad. We always come for the bitches, but we always come for, you know, the chesticles and the yamage, but I stay for the gameplay, bro. And that's what it boils down to. If y'all wanna give me some comments below as to like what's your favorite fighting game, what got you into fighting games, and why you still play a certain fighting game to this day, please let me know, bro. I would like to talk to you guys about this shit. So Let me know what you guys think, bro. See ya.